Hi, I'm Ian.
Hi, I'm Michelle.
And we're here in a very cold Montana saying hello to everyone back in England from the Cowboyz and Cowgirlz.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where those treetops listen and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow, then
Where are we, Ian?
We're at the schoolhouse in the middle of the plains in Montana.
Where Jim used to go to school, isn't it?
Yeah, Big Jim.
Yeah, Big Jim.
Yeah, where Big Jim Logan used to go to school.
It's called the Sumner Schoolhouse, and it's a kind of a community hall here now. It's my dad went to school here, and I don't remember exactly the last year that they had school here, but this was the way they had school. It was just a one room, one teacher, and it was grades 1 through 8.
And we just saw the swings and thought,
Yeah.
ooh.
We're gonna go have a go on the seesaw. Don't.
Did you have swings at school?
Don't.
No.
Don't. No, don't.
Don't.
Off. Oh. That is so not funny.
Basically, there's just been a bit of debate on whether the girls have been doing the same amount of work as the lads have. Probably the lads have done a bit more, but it's to do with Jim and Elaine at the end of the day. If they're going to ask us to do the work, it's not our fault that we're having to do it and the girls aren't. We've got to put it to them to ask everybody to do it.
I suppose it's not really the girls' faults, but I think we should talk to Jim about this because he's always, if you ever notice, he's always asking us lads to do it, but he never seems to ask the girls because he thinks they're not capable or something, which they are. They're just as strong as us, any of us, really.
Yeah, you betcha.
He even said he's old-fashioned. He prefers the girls to be in the kitchen and men doing the work, but this is all a group effort, and girls always complain about these days how they should be treated equal. If they want to be treated equal, they should work just as equal.
So go on, girls.
And I think that's fair. I'm not saying it's a girls' fault. I'm just thinking they should at least, because Elaine did say to everyone. Well, I know she said it to me. She said, if you ever finish with Jim, just ask him if he needs any more help, or if he's doing something, just go out and ask him. And I did today, and he had a right, and he had to go at all of us, didn't he, today?
Well, James, we get on and we have a laugh and everything, but he just flies off the handle all the time, and I can't. My friends don't speak to me like that, so why should he?
I heard he flew off the handle today, is he? What happened there?
Because he thinks that Jim is easier on the girls than
Well, no,
he is
not
on
even
them.
the girls, on
no,
us two.
on us two, basically. And it's all sort of like, we'll have a bit of a discussion about it, and then he'll kick off and go, anyway, you bitch. And then he
starts
walks
with
off.
name calling. It's really
Yeah, and we were not going to
immature.
take that, so we're just going to sit back and just...
And he said, what did he say? He was really, can I say it?
Yeah, go on.
He was really bitches.
That's what he said.
I think for his exact words. Or can I just ask you something? What was it about earlier? I'm off with those couple of bitches.
It's just angry. You use a phrase of words.
For about what? If
But-
it's not our
yeah,
fault.
but you never ask if they want to.
You don't know what we were doing here earlier.
Well, what were you doing earlier
We
then?
were helping Elaine and Lola.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Well, I didn't. How was I supposed to know that?
Well, ask
when I
before
came in,
assuming.
what were you doing? You were writing letters and listening to music. That's all I ever saw of you. So, what am I supposed to think? So don't get in a stress with me, Lindsay, because it's not my fault. Because I want to work just as hard as you, okay? And I like to do this work because it's a good experience. But don't start having a go at me.
Well, you don't have a
I'm
go
not
as
having a
first
go at
then.
you.
Well,
I'm not even raising my voice.
Well, I'm not either. Well,
There's no need for name calling though, is there? That's the
Yeah,
thing.
well, I just got angry. Yeah, I admit I shouldn't have called you bitches and everything.
And so what about when we were fencing and you sat in the pickup all day?
Yeah, and I learnt from that mistake. I learnt that I should not have been so lazy and I should have got up and did some work. But I didn't, did I? And I learnt from that mistake. And I admit I was in the wrong then. Yeah, but I still did some
I'd
work.
like to say the other
So
day when
that
we did
was-
fencing, I was the only person standing outside in the freezing cold
Yeah,
doing it.
I admit I was in the front of the pickup with you.
Yeah, but
And I
I'd still done some work. I had carried a
And
tree
so
up
had
the
Lindsay
hill.
though.
Just over here or something, please. Over here.
So what was I doing when I was
Well, that was a
putting
little.
on the
That was a
anthem?
little bit, wasn't it? It's not exactly a lot.
It's on a bloody rock. Ow. Kill you now. Pop in. Ah, no! Somebody help me get Ian!
So what's all this that we hear about Rochelle saying that she does more work than us?
She doesn't want to work with you.
Yeah. Go on.
It's got nothing to do with me, so.
Who said that? I haven't said
a.
it. You can watch a camcorder. I didn't say that. I didn't say I didn't want to work with you. Ian. What?
I'm sure I distinctly remember you saying
Right,
that
do
they
you
do
wanna
get
ask
off
these
easier.
two? Did you
I'm not
hear me
getting
say
involved. It's
that?
got nothing to do with
James,
me.
Will you back me up? Did I say that?
Look, I'm not getting involved because the fact is, I'm not going to get involved.
I heard you a minute ago saying that, all this about me saying, oh, were you getting interviewed every second, and then you were saying that no one likes me and that. What the
What? I said exactly what I said to you earlier. That you were full of shit. That's what I think.
Well, what's going on here, Ian? Seems to be a confusion.
Just that she said earlier that she wasn't, when they were over at the sunbathing over the other side, all the time you were being interviewed, all of the time, not a second you were sunbathing.
Did I say every second though? That
Yeah,
wasn't every
you did.
second
You
because
said that-
they
you
were
said that
filming.
when you
They
filmed
were
there-
filming in the trees to get a wide angle at one point, and then they had like 10, maybe 20 minutes of like just discussing whether we should go and ride horseback with our little bikini tops on.
Put her down. Oh. Get head.
Ian, not funny. My mascara smudged. I think he got me. Say sorry then.
Sorry, then. I'm only joking. I'm sorry. Rochelle, can't be bothered to run. Ah, goodbye.
Why do you have to go into this? We already had an argument about this.
What we're asking you about is what you supposedly have said about you do more work than us.
You did say that.
And agreeing with James.
See, I thank you,
said-
Peter.
You did
You
say
did say, you said they got it
I didn't say
easier.
that I've done more work. I do
How?
more work than
Well,
you
you
do.
said you didn't say it. You just said.
I
You said,
no,
oh,
she
no, no,
said
we
that
didn't.
you
Yes,
want to
you
work
did.
with them.
I heard you say it, so don't give me that. You're lying again.
You
Oh,
denied saying
What
it
did
on
you
the
say the
camcorder.
first time? Did you two just say that you don't want to work with me? Us two?
No, she
No,
said that
we
you
asked you if you had said that you do more work than us.
And what did she say?
Yes, I do more work
So
than you.
how do you do more work than us?
Well,
Exactly.
Jimbo and Jim says that I do more work. When you two sit in the front of the pickup, I'm doing work. Like, when we... It's not... I haven't got a grudge against you. I'm just saying that I did a bit more work. Because when we were assembling the tractor and you were in the pickup, I was assembling the tractor with Ian. When we were doing... When we were doing the hay, when we were bundling all 4 stacks, I did all 4 stacks. I'm just saying that you didn't do all 4 stacks.
So what about the times when you've been ill in bed and we've been out working?
Today. And I had to go out there in the afternoon, even though I was ill. I had to do work, I had to clean basements, I had to...
You sat in the front of the pickup most of the day today, apart from when we cleaned the
because
thing out.
He was an ugly spotty. Don't know what other word she used.
Yeah, Rochelle's not very keen on Peter, but then he's not very keen on her.
At all. I think
Although we
she's-
think they've got a bit of a thing going secretly. It's all a big act.
I'm sorry, she's an ugly troll with a f***ing grit nose that you can pick someone's eye out with about 5 feet away. She looks like a mutt.
Yeah, but I was doing work in the basement and then Jim said, you're
No,
ill,
you just
lie
said
down.
when we went out, you were doing
He
work.
said, you're ill, lie down. I
Didn't
said,
she?
because he didn't
Did
want...
she just say that when we went out she was doing work?
Yes, cleaning the basement at the beginning.
No, when we just went out just now.
No, I did not say that at all.
Did she, Ian? Did she say
Right,
it?
sounds like me. I could have misheard, but...
I did not say I've been doing work all day. I said I went and started doing work. Oh, can I go?
But that's what, do you think they're being unfair in you then, Rochelle?
Yeah.
But it
We
seems
only asked
that...
you what you said.
Yeah, I know I'm not. It's Ian. Bullshit all the time.
How can you say that? I've just proven that you just blatantly lied, and then I've just
Because I
proven
thought
that he said it.
that you don't want to work with us.
Okay, but to me, when you
I did,
when
I
you
did say I do more work. I've
exactly,
admitted
but
it.
I didn't say anything that was a lie.
Yeah, but
I
don't you
didn't.
think that when you lot are doing all your little bits of work, on the first few days, me and Lindsay were out working, so it might just weigh
Yeah.
out even.
What about that first morning when you
What?
were
I'm not
asked to go, you and I think it was you, but I'm not sure, were asked to go and unload hay with Jimbo and you'd wandered off to the house, so we went and did it.
Just us two, mind you, not
Yeah, you
all
did.
4 of you, just us two.
Yeah, I know you did.
So
I didn't- I'm
maybe
not saying
when you're
anything here.
gobbing it, saying that
I'm
we
not
don't do as much
gobbing anything.
work, basically, we do as much as you do. It might weigh out even in the end. So if you've got a problem, then instead of talking to Jimbo and Jim about it, then why don't you
Or the
just...
camcorder,
Yes.
why not ask us or speak to us about
And
it?
there's no need for bitches either, because I'm sure we can talk about this
Yeah,
normally.
but I still said I was wrong for calling you a bitch, didn't I? Thank you.
After.
Yeah, well I still admit that I was wrong for calling you a
It's
bitch,
not
so
the
didn't
first
I?
time though, is it? There's name calling all the time,
Yeah,
and it's
well-
harsh name calling. It's not just a joke.
So,
So we're getting fed up with it.
well, fine. I'll try and lower it down, but I'm just saying. Sometimes I don't actually realise what I'm saying, but I'll try and lower it down. But don't think that you. Oh, I don't know. I'm not even going to bother.
I just don't think it's. I think it's load of bullshit. Well, any of you can say that we do any less work than any of you because we all do the same amount of work. And if you look at the different days, we've all done different amounts. And I can't find their balls, and I don't like it.
And there's no need to go to Jim and say that, why don't the girls get to do as much work? Because it's up to him, isn't it, basically? He knows what he's doing.
Exactly. That's why I think we should speak about it to him.
There's nothing wrong with you. I don't dislike you or anything. And I'm sorry if what I've said, if you listen to camcorder, that has offended you or anything, but I'm sorry if it has.
Okay.
Right, we left to go tomorrow so I can finish off doing my diary, or do I have to stay here?
Don't have to do anything.
Okay. Right, leave him.
See you in a bit.
It's just a crock of shit. Jim was annoyed with us, he would have said something to us. So Jim doesn't need everyone else going, they need to do more work. Because he'd tell us, wouldn't he, if he thought that.
I have to have one person that's the hub, because otherwise...
Oh, yeah. I know my kids, I've heard them say that before, that I was pretty tough on them and that I rule with an iron hand. That's the way I was raised. If I had a chance to turn it over and do it again, I'd do it the same way.
To the front, CJ, to the front. Out of Cowboy, you got it now. Cowboy from downtown. All right.
My name is Robin Vandervoort, and I'm Jiminy Lane's middle daughter. And this is my son, Robert. This is my nephew, Tyler Sarezin, and this is my oldest sister, Andrea Sarezin. It's Dad's way or no way. It's always been that way.
No matter what.
If you don't want Dad's way, then you have to go elsewhere. You leave home because it's always Dad's way. Well, I guess we didn't grow up too bad, but sometimes it would have been nice to have another opinion, but there was never any opinion besides Dad's opinion. But now we have our own opinion, right, Andy?
Josh Harris and Pete White back. This is their steer.
She might not admit it, but she is a whole lot like me. You can go to her house, right?
And she rules with an iron
Yeah.
hand.
She is the one.
Yeah, she's
Over
the one
her
that,
husband,
she does
the whole
the checkbook.
outfit.
She's the one that everything has to pass through.
Yeah, right.
Because she's kind of like Dad.
Yeah, she is, absolutely.
So do you feel that you take after your dad?
Oh, I'm sure. It's always my way, isn't it, Robert? Ask Tyler. Is it Mom's way?
Mom way or no way.
I guess we're our father's daughters.
Yep.
Jimbo's a lot like his granddad. A lot like his granddad. He's got a lot of his granddad and a lot of his dad.
I remember my mom, when she said no, she meant it. And she might blister your hind end with a wooden spoon or something, you know, but there was lots of love in my mom. She's a very special gal. But yeah, she's got a short fuse. Her dad had a very short fuse, and I've acquired the same fuse length. I have about the same type of temperament, so I can't say anything bad against that because I think I'm the same way. And my dad was very stern when we were growing up. He ruled with an iron hand, but I respect him for that because I think that kids that grow up with discipline grow up to be good people.
Josh, you got it.
Do you think your dad's quite romantic?
No. He very seldom ever remembers Mother's Day or Valentine's Day. No. But don't tell him I said that. We used to buy his Mother's Day presents for him, you know, or Valentine's, or birthdays and anniversaries. No, he doesn't remember it. He remembers things at the ranch more.
After my dad died, why, I guess he more or less drilled it in my head that the ranch comes first, and then comes everybody else. And after he passed away, why, I know lots of times I was so wrapped up or tied up in trying to make things work and fit and come out like they were supposed to that, yeah, I forgot a lot of different things. And yeah, I've called on Rob a lot of times. Will you do this for me? Will you do that for me? You know, Mother's Day's coming up, or this or that or what have you. And yeah, I done that, absolutely.
Now, do you think Jim is a bit softer on our English kids?
If it was either myself when I was a kid, or my sisters, or even his sons and daughters, it'd be a lot different.
I think they should be able to enjoy themselves. I mean, it's a opportunity of a lifetime for those kids, and and I don't know them, but it's something that I would never trade my childhood. I mean, if I had it to do over again, I surely wouldn't trade my 18 years on the ranch for some other different lifestyle. I don't know. Would you?
No. I'd go insane if I wouldn't be able to go on another ranch or something.
Oh, 69, all right.
Jimbo does a little karaoke night some nights, and tonight's one of them, and we're going to go
down the old schoolhouse.
The old school.
Yeah, I'm doing a duet with Jimbo.
So am I.
Well, I'm doing George Michael and Elton John.
Except he doesn't know it.
Yeah, he does actually. Cause,
doesn't. I just sung it to him and he went.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Blank face.
Yeah. He said he'd do a duet with me, but we said we'll have a go at the song, but if it doesn't work out, he's got to choose a song for us both to sing.
I don't even know the song. Anybody know this song?
Most of us are doing Rocky Robin.
Yeah.
And we're doing Girls Just Wanna Have Fun.
It's my party and I'll cry if I want to, cry if I want to, cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you.
I'm also doing Tony Braxton and Break My Heart.
Yeah. And I'm doing Crazy and Hopelessly Devoted to You.
I'm going to do the Monkeys classic Daydream Believer.
I'm just going to pick a song out of random and just sing it for the fun of it.
What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand